Hey guys, it's Hannah, and it has been a very long time since I have uploaded a video, but I really want to get back into it. But where I have been the past few months is I moved to New York in June, so super exciting. This is my new place. It's really messy right now because I had to move everything out of my bathroom into my room because I've been dealing with water issues for the last month, and it's been so annoying. Also, if you hear any other noise, it's probably the construction workers that are outside at the moment. So I don't know what they're doing. They're drilling into the street. So, you know, that's fine. But what I've been dealing with this past month is this shit. It was puffed up so much more. Now it looks like a weird worm or whatever the hell. That light bulb had been dripping water, fully dripping, discolored water. You can literally see it in my tub. Then we realized that it had also been ruining our laundry room. It's so bad. We now have a plumber coming today. Hopefully coming today. They were supposed to come on Friday. Did not show up at all. So that was really, really exciting. So I'm hoping this issue gets fixed. I'm pretty sure it's the upstairs neighbor's washing machine that is leaking. Also, another update, I just got this little baby. It was my first big girl purchase in July when I first moved here because I wanted to get more into vlogging again, especially because I now live in New York and whatnot. I thought that was gonna really push me to vlog more, and that didn't happen. But I have used this camera a lot. I've brought it to concerts and I've taken really good photos with it. It's literally just the Canon G7X, and I saw that B&H Photo, who has their flagship in New York, restocked it back in July because I had a notification for it for the past few years because it keeps going out of stock, and I was like, you know what, if I don't get it now, I'm never gonna get it. It's my little baby. Still needs a name though. That's just a quick little update on my life at the moment. What this video really is going to be is a reading vlog. I was gonna do Vlogmas to kind of get back into the groove of things. However, I started filming last week. It was just gonna be a TikTok vlog, so I filmed everything up and down, and that's just not what I ended up wanting to do. So I scratched that idea. And now we're just gonna do a fun little reading vlog. I haven't decided if I want to do a 24-hour reading vlog today or if I just want to bring you in a week in my life. However, it's gonna be a shorter week because I am going back home for the first time since moving to New York. That's gonna be on Monday. Today is Tuesday. Let me just give you guys an update on what I've been reading. If you don't follow me on Goodreads or Instagram, that's where I update what I'm reading the most. I have been getting really into Libby. Reading my heart away on that because if you don't know, I'm a freelance scenic artist. So what that means is that I paint and sand things for a living, basically. It's glorified housework half of the time because I work a lot in fabrication shops. So some of our clients, if you do Netflix or Google and things like that, I work on their pop-ups and stuff when they hire the company that I work for, but I also work for quite a few different ones, but I've been mostly working with one recently. However, December is always a slow month, so haven't really been working. We're back. Apparently my roommate got a pharmacy delivery and I didn't know. I thought it was the plumber that was here extremely early. Anyways, what we were talking about, Libby and my job. So that's basically what I do, which is pretty fun. I can't complain. I get paid for it. So, but the issue is when you're freelance is sometimes you're just not scheduled for a while, which really sucks. So this past month I have not been scheduled, except I worked a few really random days at one shop that I had never worked at before, but it ended up being pretty good. I read a lot through Libby and audiobooks. So that's mostly what I've been doing. I have 3 Libby holds at the moment. I also have an Ember in the Ashes that has been on my TBR since before it came out because I literally got one of those book samplers from before the book came out. My Barnes & Noble was handing them out, and I bought the first book when it came out. Never read it. So I got the audiobook because there was no wait on Libby. I also have Home is Where the Bodies Are. That one's a really short audiobook that I'm gonna try my best to read this week because it had the longest wait line. I've been waiting for it for 3 months or something like that. And I don't want to wait through that again, so I need to get through it. It's only 8 hours, so it's not that big. But at the moment, I am reading a NetGalley book. It's already out. It's A Sorceress Comes to Call. I got it beginning of the year. It's a retelling about Goose Girl from the Grimm Tales, which I know absolutely nothing about. I had never heard of it before this book, but it's very intriguing so far. It's like this little girl, she's like 14, I want to say, and she lives with her mother who's a sorceress, and her mom is like very manipulative and quite literally, because she like takes control of the girl's body and like basically tells her what to do. I don't really know exactly where this story is gonna go. I don't really have a like TBR plan at the moment, but I think I want to finish that book, and I definitely need to read Home is Where the Bodies Are. That those two need to happen. Currently it is 10:24 on Tuesday, December 10th. We'll see how much reading I can get done either today or just this week. But I do have a plumber coming potentially from like 2 to 6 today. It looks like a critter. That's what we're gonna do today. Follow along if you would like. Had to switch to the phone because I realized my camera is dead. But this is my breakfast this morning. It is overnight oats with oat milk, chia seeds that I add in last second because I don't like the texture when they absorb everything. It's literally just oat milk, cinnamon, honey, I believe, and then frozen berries, and I leave them overnight, and it is amazing. I've also been very into making homemade cold brew. Game changer. I buy beans from my favorite coffee shop that I also worked at back in my college town, and I just buy beans that are like coarse ground, and then I let them brew. And a lot cheaper because we all know how expensive New York is. And since I haven't worked in the past month, we've been very frugal with our money and not spending quite literally anything. I've been at home for the past like month. I'm gonna put on some booktube, finish my breakfast, and then start reading. This is my children's lunch for the day. I also had apples, so even more childlike. Yes, I do eat them with a fork. My childhood best friend did, and I have ever since, actually. But I'm watching Steph's new vlog at the moment. I truly feel like we would just be absolute best friends. But anyways, I'm gonna eat my child lunch, and I'll update you guys on how much I read in a bit. I am 31% of the way through A Sorceress Comes to Call, and it's good so far. I am intrigued on where this is going because it kind of seems like we have to like defeat the sorceress, who is Cordelia's mother, who is trying to become betrothed to this man that like is wealthy but like not wealthy enough. It would cause suspicion as to why she is getting married to him or trying to get married to him. And then we also have this man's sister's point of view who lives there, and she's like a 50-year-old woman, does not like Cordelia's mom, Evangeline, at all. I'm intrigued to see if Cordelia is gonna have more growth. This book really sets up for Cordelia to have a lot of growth. I'm hoping that actually happens. So far, it kind of seems like everyone in the house is kind of weary of Cordelia's mom, rightfully so. So we'll see where this all goes. It's 2:30. I am officially halfway through A Sorceress Comes to Call, and it's good so far. Things are really picking up right now, so I'm interested to see what the second half of the book is going to be because so much just happened. This plumber needs to get here. If he does not come today, I'm going to be so pissed. We have leftover pesto chicken and scalloped potatoes for dinner tonight, and then I just baked up some broccoli that I had froze. Oh my god, it's so good. What?
Anything for the Ben and the Jerry.
It's now raining aggressively, and Maddie told me that it would have been fine without a jacket because it wasn't cold. And now it's raining.
My papa is burning, hello.
Maddie, give us a haul. Go.
I got 2% milk because I'm lactose intolerant. And then ice cream because I don't care that I'm lactose intolerant.
We got the same ice cream. Oh, fuck. And then I got this for my coffee.
Yeah, I feel like you're back in the old times, you know? It was fun times. You're right in it.
It is like 9:45, almost 10-ish, somewhere around there. I'm 83% of the way through A Sorceress Comes to Call. Shit's going down, and we're gonna see if they can figure it out by the time this book ends. I'm pretty sure it's a standalone, so I'm assuming they will, but I like how everyone's like really coming together to kind of defeat this evil, and everyone is like, no, you're not crazy, like if you believe it then I believe it, like that kind of thing. It's so nice and refreshing to see that like people aren't automatically like, no, you're fucking crazy. Like it's about Cordelia but not fully anymore. It's a little bit more about like, Hester and all of the other characters that we've gotten to know, which I really enjoy because I do really like them, and it's fun to kind of just imagine like all of these like definitely like older people interacting with this 14-year-old. It's not blowing me away, but it is reading pretty fast. I'm pretty sure I saw on Goodreads it's like 327 pages, and I'm 83% of the way through, so I'm gonna try to finish this tonight. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Friends, oh my god, so Brittany, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. She just did her UK cover reveal. If you're not following Reverie in Ink, she is the sweetest person ever, Brittany. I have known her since I think since I started Bookstagram, like back in like 2015. I used to rep for her actually because she used to own like a cute little like bookmark shop. I don't know if I have any of her bookmarks with me at the moment, but she used to have like a bookmark and art print shop, and I used to rep for her, so that was just, oh my gosh, I can't believe she like fully wrote her book and is getting it published. It's so exciting to see, especially because she is like the most deserving person and like has always been the absolute sweetest, and it's just so fun to like see someone you know living out their dreams. So that just came out. That was the UK cover, and she's releasing her US cover in a few hours, so I'll probably show you guys that as well. This morning I did finish the book last night. I made pancakes this morning. My best pancake came out first. The rest were like fine. They just did not look as pretty as the first one, which I was a little confused about. I don't know how that happened. Normally it's like your first one's like your tester one, because I had a singular egg left. So I was like, well, I guess I'll use it for pancakes because then I can have it for snacks later. So I just ate that. I made my coffee, but I put too much oat milk in it, and now it just like tastes nutty, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I'll still drink it because I'm running out of coffee. And I can't buy more because your coffee ground, they can last, but like they're not as good. I don't want to buy more coffee grounds if I'm literally leaving in like less than a week. So that's not happening. I have nothing to do today. My roommate gets off around 1 though. I don't think we're gonna be doing anything unless we randomly decide to like go to the yarn store or something. I haven't fully, I don't know. I want to start another crochet project. Should I be spending any money right now? No, I have literally no money right now from not working for a month. But I really want to start like another crochet project. I want to make like a scarf or something because it's getting really cold in New York. But like it also gives me something to do and something crafty to do, because I finished a bunny that I made. It's currently in a suitcase. Like all of my Christmas gifts I have to bring home. Book wise, it was good. I would say it's like 3.25, 3.5 maybe. I don't know anything about the Goose Girl story at all, so I can't really attest to how it follows that, or like what, if it's like the same or just like inspired by. I know nothing about that story. I feel like everything was kind of like you could guess what was gonna happen from like the very beginning. It did read really fast, which I really enjoyed. I literally read like basically all of it yesterday because I had only read like what, 20%. I think it's perfect for like the spooky, eerie time of the year. So like October would be fantastic to read it because it is a very eerie book. Like it definitely made me feel uncomfortable some of the time, and I think part of that is just like how our main character Cordelia didn't have control of her body half the time, which is a huge fear of mine. It was like a classic story that you could tell where it was gonna go, but it was not really anything like mind-blowing. But now I need to go write a NetGalley review. Okay, my review has been submitted to NetGalley. Also, if you want to read the whole thing, I do have it on my Goodreads, so if you're interested, it is up there. Yeah, I just finished that, and now I need to pick what I want to read. Hi friends, so it is 9:38 at the moment. I got so much reading done today. I'm almost done with Home is Where the Bodies Are. I'm 76% of the way through at the moment, and I really want to finish it tonight, so I think I'm going to do that before I go to bed, but I do have to be up bright and early for the plumber to come. I listened to the audiobook while I was like responding to emails, sending out emails, applying for jobs, and also trying to start writing my book again. And I did my NetGalley review, so if you want to go see that, it's on Goodreads, link down below, but you can see that full review and all of my thoughts. I feel like it's like kind of predictable, but it is very intriguing. I will say, once I got like 45% of the way through, I was like, okay, how are we 45% of the way through and nothing has happened? Everything that happened, we got from like the book summary. Just dragging a little bit. I am very intrigued to see where this is gonna go. I like that we're getting flashbacks and multiple POVs. Some of the POVs, I'm kind of like, I don't really care about your POV, to be honest with you. I think maybe because I had such high expectations, and I also read a lot of mystery thriller and like murder mysteries and like listen to Crime Junkie and like those type of podcasts and stuff, I had a lot more faith in it going into it, especially because I had such a long wait on Libby and like so many good reviews. I think I just expected more out of it, but again, it's not a long book. It's only 8 hours worth of audio. That only translates to 264 pages. So this book is very short. I feel like it's just gonna be another 3-star read. And I'll update you guys in the morning, probably after the plumber comes. I'm hoping to God he comes tomorrow morning. Update you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow Maddie and I are celebrating our Christmas together, so we are going to go to the Rockefeller tree, which I'll bring you guys to. Then we're going to Cane's because I was watching Sarah's vlog, Sarah Caroli's New York City vlog with Des, and they got Cane's like 2 or 3 times or something like that, and me and my roommate Maddie were like, we need to get Cane's now. So we're gonna get Cane's. And also, I don't have a Cane's anywhere near me when I go back home. And we're gonna come home and watch a Christmas movie and exchange Christmas gifts. I don't think we're really gonna do any more Christmassy things, except maybe on Sunday we might exchange gifts with our other friend that's in the city. So the plumber came and they were like, oh, we have to tear a hole in your ceiling. We're like, okay, do what you need to. However, they didn't fix it. They left it. They said, oh, we figured out it's the washing machine upstairs that's leaking, and that's not our job. So they fucking tore a hole, and then we're like, yeah, so we can't do anything. We have to send someone to fix it. And I'm like, I'm literally leaving on Monday. What the fuck do you mean? Literally, what do you mean? So they had the upstairs neighbor run the washer, which we well knew it was the washer, but they were like, no, it's not the washer. So now I'm just waiting for my ceiling in my bathroom to start leaking because he had to run the washer to check it, and that's what it is. So guess what's leaking? Hee The fucking hole in the fucking ceiling. You see that shit? Yeah. She's dripping water. I did indeed have to put my trash can back there. I think that's the only place it was leaking. So now it's just dripping down into the trash can because I can't see anywhere else where it was falling, but I also can't fully get back there because our washer and dryer are in the way. So now I guess it's time to wait for them to fix this. I was able to find this though, finally, which is my wristband from when I went and saw Good Neighbors at the Bowery Ballroom, which I thought I totally lost, but it was underneath my huge rug and I had no idea. In other news, where'd it go? I got Kindle Unlimited this morning because it was literally like 2 months for $5 or 1 month for $0, but I was like 2 months for $5 is way better, so that I can read all of the Christmas books that I want without actually having to buy all of them, because they did have a lot of them. They didn't have all of them, but they had a few, so that I can like actually read them, and then I'll actually have books to read with me on the plane as well, and then I can do a whole Christmas reading vlog with you guys once I'm back home. The ones that I downloaded that I really wanted to read, we have My Favorite Holiday, which is by Lauren Lakely. I don't know anything about it, but it looked good and it was on the Christmas list, so I was like, sure. The rest of these are ones that I've heard of and are on my TBR that I really want to read this month. There's a lot of them. So maybe we'll read one in this vlog as a little teaser, but I do want to do a whole reading vlog on Christmas books. But we have If You Give a Grump a Holiday Wish List, which is like a novella. I have Christmas with a Crank by Courtney Walsh. I've read one of Courtney Walsh's books. The Summer of Yes, I got an arc of it off of NetGalley, so I was able to read that. I really enjoyed it. I have a reading vlog on it actually. I also got The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. I really want to read that, along with Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. Holiday Romance, it's How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. But yeah, those are the ones that I have on my TBR right now. I need to pick my next read because I did finish last night, so let me set you guys down and we can talk about it. Welcome to my tripod. Okay, let's talk about this. I ended up finishing Home is Where the Bodies Are. I'll put it up right here. It was good. I think I would rate it like maybe 3 stars. I could kind of see it coming though. They hint at who the like killer is and everything that happened pretty much in the very beginning. It wasn't very much a surprise at all. There were some like situations and instances that I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah. I'm trying not to spoil it at the moment. I did enjoy it for the most part, I guess. A very typical thriller. It was very short. I think there were way too many points of views that just didn't need to be there. Some of them added nothing to the story. I think it honestly could have just been the mom in the flashback and then the eldest daughter point of view. They were trying not to give anything away about like what actually happened. So it would be like weird things of like, oh, this character found something out while the POV is happening, but we're not gonna tell you. They gasped and read and this. And I'm like, okay, we're supposed to know what it is because we're supposed to be in their head. It's not adding to anything. I think the situation made sense. There wasn't really a motive, which sometimes there's completely not. I don't know, it was a weird thing of where it was a little bit too short. Like it was way less than 300 pages. I think it was only 247 or something like that, somewhere around there. I don't remember. I remember I say it in this vlog. So it was very short, but it also, nothing happened for like the first 45% of the book. I did want to read it during October, but just because of how long the Libby hold was for the New York City Public Library, it was a little crazy. But yeah, now we have to pick our next read. I don't really know what I want to read. I think I was gonna start The Book Swap, which is another NetGalley arc. That book is already out. It's by Tessa Bickers, but it sounds exactly like another NetGalley book that I read at the beginning of this year called The Library of Borrowed Hearts. That one's also out. They sound so incredibly similar, almost to a T. So I'm a little like, well, am I just gonna be reading like almost the same exact book again? I'm just in the mood for Christmas, but I also want to read The Book Swap because I want to kind of like get it over with a little bit. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that little New York City vlog last night. It is the next day and I had so much fun celebrating with Maddie. We're about to go out and I think we're gonna go to this cute little yarn store in Brooklyn that's kind of near us. And then I think we're gonna go to a random pop-up that like Pinterest and some other, I don't know what other company, but they're handing out like free gifts and stuff. And like they look like they're good, so I think we're gonna go see if we can like get something from there. There was a J. Crew pop-up that I really wanted to go to because they had like glace and little sweet treat there and everything, and they ended it yesterday, but that's okay. What you saw yesterday, we basically went to Rockefeller Tree. It was absolutely so chaotic, but it was really fun being able to like actually see the tree in person. Fun doing that. Then we walked around. We ended up running into like a Skims event and Kim Kardashian was there, so there was a shit ton of people. We wanted to get canes because we'd been watching Sarah's vlogs and we're like, yeah, we need canes. We haven't had it in forever, so we went and got that. We stopped by the little like confetti wish spot in Times Square. So Planet Fitness is doing this thing. You can write your wishes, and the confetti that is used at the like New Year's Eve ball drop is that confetti. So you write all your 2025 wishes on there, so that was fun. So we did that. We did stop into like a little Broadway shop that I had heard about, but it was so much smaller than I thought it was, so that was a little disappointing. But it was still fun to go over there. We accidentally stumbled upon the opening of Cult of Love. It was really chaotic too, but then we got home. We ended up watching Red One, which was so good. We had such a good time with it. Definitely recommend if you haven't watched it yet, because obviously Chris Evans and Dwayne The Rock Johnson are amazing. It was just a star-studded cast and it was fantastic. Nick Kroll's in it. It was great. It was really entertaining. Then we opened gifts, which I didn't show you guys. This is what Maddie got me. So these are like little like library cards. She was like, they would be perfect for your bookstagram, and I was like, say less. So I think we're gonna use some of those in a photo soon. But they're just like little book cards, so like they're not sticky notes, which I love. They're just like actual cards, which is amazing, and the color is really fun. Then she made us these journals. So there's she embossed my name down here, and then there's a little butterfly up here. This journal feels so nice and I love it. But we went to a stamp store and she was like, I can't tell you what we're doing, but I need stamps. And I was like, okay. And this is what she ended up doing, which is so fun. I think this will be my next journal. It's like all graph paper, which I've never used before. I've only ever used dotted paper. And I kind of want to try it out and see if I like it. But my style of journaling is very much like junk journaling. Like my journals get full so fast. Like this is what we're looking at right now. And if you've ever seen any of my journals that I posted on Instagram before, they get really full really fast. So I didn't really read a whole lot yesterday because I was so stressed out with the plumbers and everything. I got to 7% in my favorite holiday, a standalone holiday romance. I don't know, I just downloaded it because it looked Christmassy. It looks like that. The star rating was high and it looks Christmassy, so I don't know anything that's about to happen. Except that her boyfriend just cheated on her at Thanksgiving dinner with the caterer, so that's interesting. But yeah, that's the plans for the day. I don't know how much more reading I'm gonna get done today. I desperately need to clean my room as well. I'll take you guys along. One thing about me is I will wear the exact same outfit multiple times in a row, and solely because I don't have any winter clothes with me because I moved in June, and I didn't bring any winter clothes with me except a few jackets. So I bought this sweater for American Eagle and this jacket from American Eagle. These are Levi's that I brought with me, but I just didn't bring anything with me. Hair, we have a hair clip from Amazon but oh, and then I made this. I went to one of the charm stores in New York to make it, and then all of my charms tarnished within an hour of wearing them in the city. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I went and ordered like individual charms from a shop on Etsy, and they have not tarnished at all. They're like really good quality, which I really love. And they were only like maybe up to $3 each charm, just maybe, but they're like fantastic quality and they're gold, so I'm happy. But I wear the exact same outfit every day because I have like no clothes here. Also forgot to show you guys, but Maddie and I got matching ornaments because we'd been looking for some, and we finally found some at the MoMA store. It's so cute. It was way overpriced, but like, look how precious she is. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. Then we're wearing my ride or die sambas that I put little charms on. The pop-up we went to was so cold. We had to wait like an hour and a half in line, and it was just absolutely freezing the entire time. I got a Marriott diffuser and a mini speaker. This is the yarn that I got, and I got knitting needles so that I can learn how to knit. I'm gonna make a scarf out of it because it's so beautiful. This is the place that we went. Maddie got me this because I had one of these tape measures and she borrowed it and we can't find it. So she got me a new one. This was the box that it looks like this, and it smells so good.
It was my former trainee, Marshawn Lynch. Holy Lord, shit.
Hello. So it is the next day. Today we are not really doing anything, except I do have a gig that I need to go to in like 15 minutes. It's 2:52 at the moment. All that I've done today, I repainted my nails this like sparkly color from Olive and June that I'm obsessed with. I had it on last week and then I redid it because it looked so bad. I'm washing all of my sheets at the moment. So we threw a load of laundry in. I've been prepping my camera bag. I've been like clearing SD cards out because I actually have a photography gig tonight that I'm excited about but also nervous because I don't really know what's going on. My friend texted me. I actually lived with him over the summer because I was subleasing one of my friends' places when I first moved to New York, and so he was my roommate for a little bit. He works at like a film institute in the city, so he was like, we need someone to come photograph for the night and it's paid this time. And I was like, okay, great, I'll do it, totally. So it's my first paid gig in the city, which is exciting but also a little nerve-wracking because I don't know, I always have anxiety about like stuff that I don't know anything about. Like once I'm there, I'm fine, like totally fine. It's the leading up to it that's literally the most nerve-wracking part. So I did that, and we also have been just kind of trying to get stuff down around the house because we do leave in like 2 days to go back home. So that's been a whole thing. I have way too much to do and no time to do it, but yesterday we went to the yarn store. We also went to a pop-up that I didn't really talk to you guys a lot about. They gave me a diffuser and then like a little mini speaker. We waited for like an hour and a half. Our toes literally felt like they were about to fall off, but the people in front of us in line were like so entertaining, so we were like all talking the whole time, so it was entertaining for the most part. I will say when I got up there, the girl working it was kind of rude. It was like a Pinterest and Marriott collab thing that they were doing, talking about like their trends for like 2025 or something like that. So it was like you go up there, you like answer questions that they're like gonna ask you about, and then they like give you a gift based on what you say. And so I don't know, I don't know if she was just like over it for the day or what, but she like got up, I got up there, she did not know like what she was talking about at all. She kept being like, yeah, so, and then looks at the sign, is like, we're here for Pinterest, looks back at me and Marriott, and I was like, do you even know what you're doing right now? I was trying to like make conversation with her because there were some people like ahead, a few groups ahead, that were like really rude to this other girl, and then she switched out. So I was like, oh god, I hope that they're doing okay. But she was kind of rude with some of my answers. I was kind of like, she was like, oh, like, are you more adventurous when you're like going on vacation? Are you like super adventurous? Would you rather cozy by the fire, or would you rather go like walk a trail? And I was like, well, it kind of depends. I feel like a lot of the time I'm like walk the trail and then cozy up afterwards. And she was like, well, everyone's like that, you have to pick one. No one wants to hike at night. I was like, okay, let's take a step back for a second. It was like very aggressive, which was kind of sad. Anyways, especially because we've been waiting for so long. But then we went to the yarn store and I bought very expensive yarn that, should I have been spending money on a new project? No. Do I know anything about knitting? No. So my new little project is knitting now. because my roommate Maddie is like obsessed with knitting and she knits all the time. She's the one who taught me originally how to crochet like a few years back, and she was like, I'll teach you how to knit if you really want to. And I was like, I saw this yarn, it's so pretty, it's so gorgeous, I'm so obsessed with it. I saw it and I was like, I need a scarf out of it. So now I'm learning how to knit. We had quite a few problems last night. This is how far I am with my scarf. I definitely decided on something that was semi-difficult for my very first go around. She's looking cute so far, so I'm excited to continue on. Now that I have the hang of it, it's a lot easier, but it's still so hard. I don't know, I think I like crochet better, but we'll see. But I bought myself knitting needles, and then I got this pretty yarn that I'm very excited to make my scarf out of. How long it's gonna take me, I don't know, because I had to undo it like 5 million times. That's the vibes right now. I don't think I'm gonna get any more knitting done today, unfortunately, because I have to go to this thing in just a few minutes. So that's basically all that's gonna happen today. I don't think I'm gonna film while I'm there because I don't know what the vibes are or what's happening quite literally at all. I'm gonna be doing that until literally 11 p.m. tonight. So we'll see how it goes. I'll update you guys later. I have not read more at all. I know this is supposed to be like a reading vlog, but it's also like a little week in my life, so fortunately I have not read anything. But alas, it's fine, everything's fine. Good morning, it is the next day, and I've just been packing all morning. I'm doing laundry at the moment, which you can hear, and last night was good. It was a little bit really chaotic. Their space is really teeny tiny, and I was literally like crushed up against everyone, and people were pushing, and it was just a nightmare. Also this morning I got a random ass package in the mail. Don't know who it's from, don't know if it's a scam or if someone sent me an early Christmas gift. If they did, it arrived perfectly on time because I'm literally leaving tomorrow. So I don't know who sent it. It's kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. Like, it came in a sketchy ass package. It's this needlepoint kit. I don't know who sent it. Hopefully by the time that I upload this video, I'll know. But yeah, I don't know who sent that. It came in a very sketch package from a company that I had never heard of before. It was like it was kind of like DHL Express, but not. I don't really know what it was. Maddie was covering her nose because she was like, have anthrax in it? Are we gonna die if I open this? I'm like, I guess we'll find out. But it's a needlepoint kit, so that's fun. So whoever got that for me, thank you. If you didn't, then thank you scammers, because that's something that I will actually use. We're going to go get lunch with Riley at this place that we had gone to before, and it was really good. It's like Australian. It's like an Australian cafe. I've only ever had their breakfast before. I'll insert a photo. It was literally such a good lemon poppy seed waffle. Oh my god, it was so good, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I don't really know what I want to get today, but we're not having lunch until like 2:30, and then we're gonna exchange Christmas gifts while we're there. Then we have to come back and pack our lives away. I'm honestly not really packing much because the majority of my clothes are back home that I'm gonna bring back with me, so I literally just have like 2 pairs of jeans and a shirt coming with me, and then like underwears and all of that. But yeah, not much coming with me besides Christmas gifts and makeup because I have to pack so much. I didn't do anything. It was really bad, so guess where I'm back today with the glorious bookshelves back home for Christmas, and first time this camera has actually been home with me, which is so exciting. So I didn't update you guys on, last time I updated you guys I think was on Sunday, which we went to brunch. We exchanged Christmas gifts with Riley and Maddie. We mostly had to give Riley our Christmas gifts because Maddie and I had already done ours, which you guys saw. So we had a nice little brunch, or lunch, very late lunch, like 2:30 lunch. And then what else did we do? I think we just went back and packed because we hadn't packed, and then we watched a movie and that was kind of basically it. And then I had to wake up at 3 a.m. on Monday morning to go to JFK, which it wasn't that chaotic. It was honestly pretty easy to like navigate and go through. I scheduled an Uber, which I didn't know that you could do. You could schedule Ubers like days or even like a month in advance, which was exciting. 2 flights. I had a flight from JFK to Phoenix and then to California because I'm from Northern California, so I had to not go to LAX and go another airport. Got my bag and everything. Met my dad and my stepmom, which was so good seeing them because my dad is like my best friend, so being able to see him again after 6 months was very exciting. And then we got In-N-Out. I had scheduled with him in advance because I freaking love In-N-Out, and we had to drive 2 hours home, so long day on Monday. I'm about to go meet my friend Sierra and we're gonna go have lunch. Reading wise, for on the plane, I read The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I adored it. I'm gonna go buy a physical copy now because I loved it so much. But my first flight was like 6.5 hours, 5.5 hours, somewhere around there. I don't remember. I got 57% of the way through that. I read the audiobook on Spotify because I still had all my audiobook hours. It's got the romance, it's got the mystery about 2 authors and they're feuding, and it's just so good. My second flight, I got 81% of the way through, so I ended up finishing it yesterday, which was Tuesday. I loved it. Highly recommend if you haven't read it. It's popular for a reason right now. I'd seen it all over Instagram and it's so good. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna end this little week in my life vlog here because it has been a week. And I will see you guys in my reading vlog, my Christmas themed reading vlog, and probably another vlog on just like all the Christmassy things that I do while I'm home. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.